What's next for the Minnesota Timberwolves this offseason? What do they need to do to basically get over the hump? They went to the conference finals 2 years in a row and have yet to get over the hump. What do they need to do to get better and to get to potentially a finals?
They need another dynamic scorer, bro. That's what they were missing. This entire playoffs showed that they were missing a dynamic scorer. Like that first series, well, every series, every team sent at least they made Ant look at least 2 to 3 defenders every single time he touched the ball. But the difference was the first 2 series, Julius Randle showed up. That last series, when you cut Anthony Edwards off and Julius Randle was having a bad series, who else can y'all go to go get a bucket? So they need another dynamic scorer. I say somebody like a Norman Powell would have been good for them this series, or like a Anthony Simons would have been good for them this series, or like a Ben Mathurin, somebody that can go out there and go get their own bucket that you know can go get their own bucket. And that's what they were missing.
I think I said this like I think it was like a couple of years ago, or was it last year? I feel like if they had Lonzo, it would have been different, bro. And I think they need to upgrade the point guard position. Mike Conley is too old. He gives you nothing. He gave you nothing. He's just out there. And I get it because he's like the legit only point guard. But they need like another person to have a ball. They need another ball handler. Like I get it with Julius Randle, but it's like Julius Randle, low key. Sometimes
He's
when he
not
handle the
ball
ball,
handler.
yeah. But we know how sometimes he be the point forward. That he be as soon as he try to draft, he lose. It's like no, I don't like that. They need another ball handler. They need to upgrade the point guard position. Now, could that be Rob Dillingham? Is he ready to be that starting point guard next year? I don't know. I will ask you that, but I do think they need to upgrade the point guard position. And will it happen? Doubt it. They need a rim run big, bro. Rudy Gobert just offensive end. He can't do anything, bro. He can't do nothing, bro. I said it on the reaction. I said, bro, Rudy Gobert might be the worst offensive player in the NBA. He gotta be, bro. He gotta be. Like, bro, there's no way how every time he fumbles the ball every time they throw an entry pass. Fumble it. Then when he do get the ball, he can't go up. It's like, brother, come on.
Bro, they said it was a stat. They said he has the smallest hands out of any 7-footer in the NBA. That's a shame. His hands, I think my hands are bigger than Rudy Gobert's.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I also said they low-key need to let Nikhil go. Because he's played really well this series, and he really played, this playoffs, and he's played well this season. He's gonna command more than $4 million a year, bro. And I don't think they're gonna have enough money to pay him to re-sign him. Like you said, I think Rob needs to play more next year. Terrence Shannon needs to play more next year. They need to go draft him a big, because like you said, Rudy Gobert is not it. I like the big from Georgetown, Thomas Sober. I like him for them. He's like 6'10" with like a 7'6" wingspan, bro. So he's 7'2" with some nasty long wingspan. I like that from him. Like them for him. He can play behind Rudy Gobert, learn from Rudy Gobert, and then you can flip Rudy Gobert that next year.
And was like a 17 pick.
Yeah.
In the first
So they
round.
can go get him. They can go get him or that big man from Michigan, Danny Wolf. So they can retool their team. They got a chance to retool their team, but they need another dynamic scorer, bro. Because we saw it. If Ant ain't doing nothing and Julius ain't doing nothing, that team ain't it. That team ain't it.
You want to guess what Rudy Gobert's layups was this series?
Under 50%. Under 50%. Like,
you got another guess?
42, 43, 42, 43.
35% on layups. She shot 35%
that is
on.
Terrible, bro. Bro, isn't he like the second tallest player in the NBA? What, third? Something like he top 5 tallest. I know that for sure.
Probably.
How tall is Rudy Gobert?
He got to be like 7'1", 7'2". He got to be 35% on layups. 35% on layup.
That man is 7'1", bro. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way, bro.
Ain't no way, man.
Ain't no way. Hold on.
Hey, this man doing some legit research right
Bro, ain't no way, bro. Yeah, well, he like the third tallest, bro. It's like Victor, Donovan Cleveland. I think like him. He top 5 tallest for sure, G. And you only shooting 30% on layups, bro.
On layups,
That's
35.
sad, bro. That's so sad. And y'all gave up all that draft capital for that? Come on, dog. How tall is Hartenstein, bro?
Hartenstein got to at least be 6'11". At least 6'10", 6'11", 7 foot, somewhere around there,
He's
bro.
7 foot. He's 7
Okay,
foot. He a legit 7 foot. But still, bro, like
bro. I've said it. Like Rudy Gobert doesn't have a post game. Don't even got a hook. It's like he can't do anything, bro. It's like if it ain't a wide open layup or if it's like a
or
lob, he
dunk.
can't do nothing.
Yeah, he barely
He
catching
had.
lob.
I feel like if they had like a Derek Lively type player, I think things could be better. I think things would be different, bro. Because that Ant could throw, Ant Mike Conley could throw a lob on him,
Oh,
lob on
yep.
fast break. You can't do that with him, bro. Like his defense is still, I think the defense is still decent.
Yeah.
But the offense, man, it's so bad.
Hey,
It is so bad.
do you think that because like I agree, if they was able to throw oops to Rudy Gobert throughout their offense, it would have made their offense a little bit better. Do you think Ant and Mike Conley don't trust him? Because Ant
They don't
came out
trust
in
him.
not post games. He came out in interviews before and said, like, I just want Rudy to catch the lobs and dunk it. Like he's came out and said that before. So you think they don't trust him? That's
They
why they
don't
don't throw
trust
as
him.
many lobs to him?
How many times have you watched a Timberwolves game when Rudy Gobert is wide open like this down the hole and they don't throw it to him? They don't
A
trust
lot.
him.
A
They don't
lot.
trust him. They don't, bro, because they know he be fumbling hands. And I remember like a couple of years ago, Shondale said that there was like a video. It's like it's a whole video on the internet of him just fumbling passes and how he just can't catch entry passes. He can't do that. And it has hurt them. Bro, there's no way I should be every time you catch the ball down like an entry pass, you fumble in it. It's like, come on, man. Like, they need to go get another big and get just another like point guard because Mike Conley just so old, can't do anything. Like Mike Conley was missing. I mean, on the defensive end, I thought he held his own. I'm not gonna cap. But offensive end, he wasn't giving you anything. Rudy Gobert can't score on the offensive end. And Julius Randle, now you got it. Now, oh man. I don't know what the Timberwolves are thinking now after Julius Randle just has some couple of stinkers in the Western Conference Finals. It's like, do they hope he picks up the option? I don't know how they're feeling. Do they hope he picks up the option, or do they just hope he just declines it? Then we just like, okay, we don't got to deal with your ass no more.
Let me see the team salary. Yeah, Rudy
Because
Gobert is up. He has a player option 2027, 2028.
they still got him for like a couple of more years, then.
Yeah. They need to go draft a big with that 17th pick.
So would you trade? You were trading Rudy? I think you said it already. I think you said it already.
Yeah,
You
I would
said
have
you were
traded
trading
Rudy
Rudy.
before Cat.
Yeah,
I would
you
have traded
did
Rudy
say
before
that.
Cat.
You said that already.
But no, I think like you said, they need to go draft. I think they need to go draft a big this draft. Like I said, go get bro from Georgetown. He has a nice little post up game. He's really good defensively. Have him learn behind Rudy for 1 year, and then that following year trade Rudy, and then have him be your starting big.
Hey, I know you said Norman Powell, but wasn't Dante DiVincenzo supposed to be the Norman Powell? Was it?
That man had
What
he had
what
one good year.
that
He
was
had
last
one good
year.
year
That was last
with the Knicks.
year. He
One
was
good year.
supposed to be that. He was like Dante could get his own shot, hit the three ball, can handle. He could do all of that. He just had he wasn't good overall this year. He wasn't. Like how he played in like with the Knicks in the playoffs, he didn't play nowhere near like that.
Yep.
He didn't.
If he would have played how he played last year, this series would have been way better. If he would have played better, if Ant would have stepped it up, Nas, you know what I'm saying? They didn't play like they normally play, bro. It was like they gotta get stuff. Don't get me wrong, the Thunder defense is great. You know what I'm saying? But I think, like we both said, we thought they matched up well with the Thunder.
Bro, what did Nas do, bro?
Because even when even when OKC went small, and they had Cason Wallace, Alex Caruso, Kendrick Williams, and Nas Reed was in the game, bro. Nas Reed was supposed to dominate, bro. You the biggest person out there. He was getting stripped. He was getting D'd up. I'm like, bro, ain't no way you this big and you getting D'd up by a 6'5" guard. Ain't no way, bro.
Nas averaged 9 and 7 and shot 22% from three in this series.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It ain't good, bro. And actually, let me go look what Anthony Edwards did. I actually didn't look what he did in this specific series. Let me see. He averaged 23, 7, and 4, shot 28% from three, bad, and 47% from the field. He didn't do it. He didn't.
That's not it.
That's not good.
That's not it. That's not it at all.
And like he knows he needs to play better. And I don't know if you saw his comments after the game, but he said when they asked him about his elimination, he said, I don't know why people would think it would hurt. It's exciting for me. I'm 23. I get to do it a whole bunch of times. I'm hurt more for Mike Conley. I came up short for Mike. I think he is hurt. And I think he knows he needs to play better, but he knows like
this team ain't it.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Nah, he know that team ain't it, bro.
I wasn't gonna say that. I was just gonna say he knows that he's so young that he's shown us twice now that he can get here. He's shown us that he can get here. And I'm only 23, brother. Like the man's only 23. So he got years to do this. He just knows he needs to play better, bro. I think he needs to be, to a degree, he got to get better at passing. Like, I know there was times he was getting a lot of assists, but I do think his passing is one of his weaknesses. And I just feel like he needs to play all ball a little bit more. And that's when you need another point guard that comes into play and another dynamic scorer, which they don't have. I don't know who they could get. I just saw Jay Williams early this morning said they need to go after Kevin Durant. Because remember they said at the trade deadline they was about to trade him, but then they was like, no, and see, no, I think it went but it was like Jaden McDaniels was off limits. So they was thinking about it. They were definitely thinking about getting him.
Nah, you low-key gotta keep Jaden. I ain't gonna lie. Even though Jaden offense isn't there, you gotta keep him just for defensive purposes alone. Low-key trading Julius for KD, like not straight up, but like involved in that trade, that would low-key help the Phoenix too. Because Phoenix, they need a low post scorer, they need a interior scorer, and Julius can do that. And then you still got Book. It lets them play two different styles. They can play on the perimeter, or they can play down low through Julius. That wouldn't be bad, but I don't think the Suns would do that. To be honest, I don't think they would do that.
The Timberwolves, they have they gotta think of stuff. They, see, I don't know like how to say grade their season because we talked about how they traded Cat. They were bad in the beginning, stepped it up late. You probably wasn't even supposed to make it to the conference finals, we're being honest. But it's like you played kind of bad in the conference finals. So it's like, I would kind of say it's a successful season. It's just you just played bad in the conference finals. That's it.
It was a successful season because I don't think nobody had them going to the West. I don't even think anybody had them making it to the second round, to be honest with you. And if they did have them making it to the second round, they definitely didn't have them making the West Conference Finals.
People had them lose to the Lakers.
I thought they was going to lose to the Lakers.
I did too. Thought it would be 5-4-1. I was wrong. Thought it would be 4-1.